Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here. This week I wanted to cover one of the biggest topics when it comes to using the Blunami. Now, as more and more people start using Blunami, one of the biggest common things is when they go back sometimes they have a difficult time trying to connect to their device, or in this case, the locomotive. So I'm going to show you one of the biggest things you need to know when it comes to using your device, whether it's a tablet or a phone, but this is going to be practical beyond just running your model trains. So let's get started. Now, when it comes to running your Blunami, one of the biggest things is, of course, the app that's run on your device. Whether you're running an iPad or an iPhone, or in the case right here, I have an Android tablet. Now, when you're running your operations on your phone, a lot of times when people are done running their trains, they simply close the app, and the app disappears, or at least it goes back into the background. And so we make assumptions that it's closed, but the reality is that it's actually not closed. Though while it's not necessarily on our screen, you can see here that when I swipe up on look on here, it's still running in the background. So when I click on it again, I still have full control of my Milwaukee Road 18. So one of the biggest things is that when you're running your apps, whether you're running the Blunami app or any of the other apps that you have on your phone, you really want to make sure that you close the app. Now, specifically in the case of the Blunami app, what happens is when you connect to your locomotive back and forth, sometimes the internal memory of the cache on the Blunami app can sometimes get bogged down with a bunch of filled in spaces, because each time you make a new connection, it fills up that cache or that memory. And so when you actually close the app to close it in the background so that it's not running in the background like I showed you there, it actually makes it disappear and clears that out so that when you start the app, you start with a fresh cache or a fresh memory, so that now it can start connecting to your devices, or in this case, your locomotives. So to do this, we're going to start with the iPad. And the iPad here, this particular version actually has a home button. And so normally what you would do in this case is you would click the home button, will minimize the app, but it's still running in the background. So if I click on it again, you see it pulls up, but it looks like it's still running. It hasn't actually done anything to close. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to double click the home button, and this goes for those older phones as well that still had the home button. You can double click the phone, and then now you see you have a different screen. Now this other screen is showing you any of the potential apps that are open in the background, including the Blunami. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your finger on it to close it. You're going to want to put your finger on it and swipe up. And what that tells you is that now you've actually physically closed the app. So it's no longer running along in the background. So when I double click the home button, you can see that it doesn't do anything, because in this particular case, there's no apps running in the background. But now when I open the Blunami app, you can see that it starts, it wakes up in a brand new world, and you'll see that now we have our locomotive to connect to. And now we're running again. So this is just how you would do this on an Apple device, and this is particularly with the home button down here on the bottom. Now the next one we're going to use is some of the later iPhones. Now this is the one I showed you a minute ago, but what we're going to do in this case, since we don't have the home button, is if I were to simply just swipe up, then everything disappears. But what we're going to do is we're going to swipe partially up, and come on, there we go. And now what it's going to show you is that now you can see that I have the Blunami app open, in addition to my web browser, that I'm actually reading somebody's blog about their Missouri Pacific Railroad. But in this case, if I want to close this app, I get to this screen, and then I actually fully swipe up. Now you can see that that app is officially closed. So now when we go back to the home screen, we just simply click the screen anywhere, and you go back to your normal operations. Now you can also do this with your Android. Now the Android tablet over here, you can see there's a couple of buttons down here on the bottom. You've got the lines that are vertical. that button there, what looks to be almost a square circle, if that makes any sense, takes you back to the home screen. But I haven't closed the app. I still have the app running in the background. And how do I know? Because the multi-line option here, I click that and it shows me any apps that are running in the background on this particular device. And as you can see here, I have the Blunami app. So if I click it, it connects and it's running just like it never closed, because it hasn't. It's been running in the background. But if I want to close it, I simply click that button again with the 3 lines. And now again, you swipe up and it's gone. And so now when I click the 3-line button, you can see no recently used apps because we've closed everything on our device. Now this is going to be important because taking away the model trains, all of those apps that you have running in the background on your phone are actually running data in the background. They're watching everything you're doing. They're also connecting and constantly refreshing, which can also drain your device's battery life a whole lot faster. So my advice is to go ahead and just close all of those in the background. Anything you're not using, whether it's a game, the YouTube app when you're watching the SoundTraxx YouTube video clips like this, or your Blunami app, just make sure if you're not actively using it to close it, because then that way you don't have to worry about any devices or apps in the background draining your battery life, which leaves you more time for running model trains. So guys, that's everything I've got prepared for you this week. So be sure to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and also click that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post good content just like this to help you have a little bit more fun with your model trains. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.